Seriously? Goddamn Twitch. Your fucking app sucks. Rhinoceros cock. It's horrible. Anyway. Mic check, mic check. Oh, we're good. So I'm back after eating my breakfast. Or kind of like brunch, I guess. It's what the fuck I ate. It was delicious. I burped. I farted. Took a shit. Nah. Now I'm gonna game again and continue on my 5-year mission to get this ship. I was gonna put I need to get the beam laser engineered. This is all continuation from the last video, so if you don't know what the hell happened in the last video, well, you're not gonna know what the hell's happening now. But it's whatever. I'm engineering all the shit and setting up this Corsair, trying out different things, and I need to get the beam laser engineered for efficiency because I am way over on the power when I have this for the shield booster. Now, I may end up removing that for the shield booster if it's still over on the power, putting a heat sink so I can then pop a heat sink and then shield cell without frying my setting my ship on fire. But that all depends on whether or not I can get this down enough. I'm only at 101 now. But when I pull out modules, obviously everything in 5 is going down, and that's fine, but I sure would rather... What do I have? Okay, so 3s are the weapons. I sure would rather have this where I don't have to balance it like that. I don't like to if I don't have to, but it doesn't hurt to have things go down that you're not going to use in combat anyway. But I had to completely disable this. So I don't know. But I was going to try to transfer the beam laser to my Mandalay. I thought I was going to be slick and then make it less than 11 jumps. But that's not going to work because the Mandalay can't handle a 3 weapon. So I'm just going to have to take the 11 jumps there. And it's Brew Tarkin is the one, I believe. So it's a little trip in this thing. I'm gonna have to scoop. And I got a small fuel scoop, so that's gonna, But I got to do something with this beam laser. There's just no option. I need to get it efficient or something. So we're gonna go on ahead and start heading that way. 9 jumps now, it says. I guess it was closer because it did take me a few jumps to get to Jameson from last I plotted the path to Brew Tarkin. So yeah, it's put me in that direction apparently. So I'm down to 9 jumps now. That's good times. Please don't slam me into the fucking... Please don't slam me into the internals of the station, please. Yeah, let's reverse without seeing. I don't have a... I wish I had like a monitor that I could have right there and right there to show different views or something. Like in Star Trekker. I'd be able to see a rear view, what's going on behind me and shit. That would actually be alright. So yeah, be alright with that. But I guess FDev doesn't care what I think, because they just tell me to go FDev myself when I give suggestions. So it is whatever. Let's find something to watch here.
Have a safe journey.
God damn it. Hold on, I gotta sync my headphones up with the fucking tablet again. Alright. Off we go. So hopefully I can save time by skimming as I go around to each thing, to each jump, as opposed to having to stop and sit for 5 minutes, but we'll see. It'll save me some time. Just in case I need to sell this shit to someone to unlock something or something stupid. Might as well scan. I used to do that every system, no matter what, automatically, as soon as I dropped in. Discovery scan. You know, whatever. Hopefully I have all the shit I need to engineer the beam. Once I get here, I need efficiency for sure, but then I'm going to check, see what people say, see if I can find some information about a consensus for an experimental effect.
Orbital flight engaged.
Clearance granted. Proceed to landing pad 07.
Okay. Alright, I'm going to pull up something on my phone, check what people say in the way of regarding if I can find any updated
Landing operation
recent
complete.
info that is, and see
System
what people
shut
say.
down. Welcome, Commander.
Freaking experimental effects. Thermal vent. Oh. Vents your ship's heat to a target. That would actually... Then I wouldn't need heat sinks when I pop a thing. As long as I'm in combat and have something targeted, I could hit him with a fucking beam, which means I could keep that fourth Oh, we might have to go for that. I can't put thermal shock on it though, because I got to get the power down. Efficient, oversized, with some thermal vent to manage heat. Let's see. Let's see what I can do. Hopefully this guy has... There we go. Alright, efficient. If I'm lucky, I can get this all the way to G5. That would be nice. Oh, fuck me. Of course. Already got a problem. Everything else. Fucking shit, dude. I swear to Christ, every time I turn around, something stupid. So I need another exceptional scrambled emission. So that means I'm going to have to go back to Inara and find a fucking... Ain't that some bullshit? Let's see what the experimental effects require. Particularly focus array designed to spread heat effectively, strikes the shields and hull, impart additional heat. Experimental upgrade that increases the heat dissipation when successfully striking a target, the cost of increased heat generation when missing. Well, that... I don't know about that. I mean... upgrade that increases damage output based on heat levels of the firing ship. So wait, the hotter I am, the more damage I do? I'm not sure that sounds like a good thing. Yeah, I have that on my one ship, my search and rescue, to be able to... I think... Wow. Scaled up components and reinforced munitions housing allows this weapon, or the weapon, to pack more of a punch, increasing damage at the cost of... No, I definitely don't need power drain. Flow control. Reducing module power draw. Huh. But how much increase in heat am I going to get? That's probably something I'm going to need to test as well. When I go, I might grab this, and then on my way to go to find a materials trader, to go to a materials trader, I'll test this. I've got this and this on my search and rescue ship. Yeah. I mean, this would reduce it even more. Let's test and see. I may have to do this just to get it down to where I can use that other. But let's test this. And then I need to find I need to find a data trader. Let's go back here, search nearest, material traders. I am Muang system. Okay. Ignore fleet carriers. Large landing pad. And I'm looking for encoded. Cool Haas Vision in CD 40 fuck's sakes. All right. I gotta. What is it? CD dash 44. CD dash 44 224. All right, so that's where we got to go. I'm going to test this beam too. I'll test how much it fucking heats, how much it cooks my system, cooks my ship.
Takeoff procedure complete. Clear for departure. Flight
All right.
control now offline. Goodbye, Commander.
Exceeded.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's going to happen. I haven't gotten. So it should be the same ones in 5, yeah. So it did help a little bit because I could actually drop that down. Okay, we're going to re-enable this. No, not yet. Actually, I kind of want to see. Well, I've got enough. I can get that shield booster back on now. And I haven't even completed grade 3, so that's good. That's good to go. And I'll get that even better here. Oh shit, I'm losing 3. Well, I'm losing 4 and 3. Oh shit. Actually, no, I can't. Yeah, that shield booster's still an issue. I mean, we'll see what it does once I get efficient on there. I mean, if I'm not going to be able to, even at grade 5 efficient, I may end up still having to put a heatsink on here. Let's see. Actually, let's disable. We'll disable that. And then let's see how much this heats me up. That's not bad. So here's my standard combat. It'll impart heat onto them. No, it'll reduce my... Yeah, I think I will. Keep that on there. So we're at 44. Let's see how much it actually raises it when I'm missing a target. Well, shit, if that's the worst it fucking does, then yeah, it's good. It's fine. Let's make sure I put the right one on there. Efficient beam, a weapon, and thermal vent. Increases heat dissipation when successfully striking a target. That would allow me, if I need to pop a chaff or pop a fucking shield cell bank, it might allow me, keep me cool enough that I'm not frying my shit if I'm on target with it. And then I wouldn't have to replace this shield booster with a heat sink to go along with, to pop at the same time I pop my shield cell bank. We're gonna have to see though. We're gonna have to see. I don't remember what the fuck it was that I just said I needed to get. Except fuck. God damn it, I don't remember. Alright, well, we're gonna have to head back and land. I'm gonna have to test this again. This I don't remember. I think it was exceptional scrambled elephant nuts or some shit. I don't, honestly. I don't remember.
Clearance granted. Proceed.
All right, so back we go, so I can figure out what the hell. But that's pretty decent. That doesn't overheat me too much, and if it feeds enough heat out from me to the target that I'm on, that I can pop a SCB without having to have heat sinks, I can keep that fourth shield booster. If it doesn't, and I'll have to test it, what I'll do is I'll have to go find a place close to here. If it doesn't, then I either need to put the there's actually a couple things to consider. When I get grade 5, I need to make sure I can even put back, if I can put that fourth one back to active, that fourth shield booster. If not, well, that changes the whole game. I'll have to get distributor draw or something as the exception, the special engineering on this, the experimental. But if it does do it enough, I can run that fourth. Then it's a matter of testing it, and if it still doesn't, then I'll have to replace that fourth one with that fourth shield booster with a heat sink, because it fries the shit out of this ship. And it's already a smaller ship with less shields than I'm fucking used to. So. Alright, now what the hell was it that I needed?
Welcome, Commander.
I swear to Christ. Alright. I gotta remember what the hell I was... See, if efficient weapon doesn't work by itself with thermal vent, then I'll end up getting rid of that fourth shield booster and putting on flow control. Well, yeah. Or if I still can't equip that once I get this to G5, then I'll still have to put flow control on. Shit, man, that's a lot. That's a lot of... Okay, exceptional scrambled emission data. Alright, I'm going to remember that this time. Exceptional scrambled emission data.
Takeoff procedure complete. Clear for departure.
See, I assumed that the beam was just going to keep going. It was going to be like 48, 50, 56, 60, 70, and like just burn my shit, just keep going all the way up. But it only goes up so much and then it stops. So that's actually not bad. Of course, I may not. That's a toughie. We'll see. Several things to consider. Depending on how I want to do it, I guess. shit. I'll be right back. Just gonna go check something, but that solves that problem. Oh, I got what I came for. All right. Course plotted. And wait. That's not where I wanted to go, is it? Oh, shit. Was it Brutarkin? I think it was. Fuck. I mean, it has to be. That's where I... Yeah. So... Yeah, that has to be it. Alright, let's... get this done. Then I gotta get off here again. Gotta do a few things.
Ship restraints withdrawn. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
It sure would be nice to get this done. Alright, we're done. No more auto launch, we're going.
Speed restrictions are now lifted. Until next time,
Should be
Commander.
2 jumps. Okay. fuck it. I haven't been doing it anyway. No time like the present to not start. Mm. How much is that beam laser in the window? The one with the waggedy tail. This might be a little steep, but I think I'm alright. Yeah, I think I'm okay. Start slowing down though.
Orbital flight engaged.
Yep. Plenty of room.
Kutamea, Sierra, Uniform, November. Flight control online. Welcome, Commander. Request docking permission if you wish to land. Clearance granted. Proceed to landing pad 02. Landing operation complete. Commence system shutdown. Welcome, Commander.
Even if this allows me to put the fourth or reactivate the fourth shield booster, that doesn't mean that the thermal vent experimental effect is strong enough to allow me to not have to replace it anyway with a heat sink for shield cell bank usage. So, but we're gonna go. The next step is to actually go test. First, I need to test if getting grade 5 on this beam for efficient with efficient is enough to actually
Takeoff procedure complete. Clear for
allow
departure.
me to reactivate that. So we need to get out here where I can deploy my weapons. Okay,
Flight
no
control
fire zone
now
exited.
offline. Goodbye, Commander.
Power plant capacity exceeded.
Yeah, but I'm only exceeded by a little bit. So let's see if I can activate this. So that's still taking 5 and 4. I mean, what happens if I do that? Yeah, that's not gonna. Am I okay with that? Is there a place around here to even go test combat? Not. Not so much. All right. Well, I'll have to come back to it. I did get this done, but I may still have to put thermal draw, experimental, whatever it is, effect to not thermal but power, so it does less power, which means I might then be able to. I mean, this isn't really hurting anything. I mean, it's not like I'm going to be using those when my shit's out anyway. Okay, see, here's the deal. I just don't like, if I don't have to, I don't like to have that much power, that much shit shut down. It's just kind of annoys me looking over there and having that thing pop up and tell me, but let's test this again. And then in fire groups, I literally could just add beam to multi-cannons. Like, I mean, for efficient, just for ease of use and not having to switch. Especially since that beam with three pips, I don't really lose anything. And even if I went to my other build, or my other combat pip setting, 2.5 pips, it's doing fine. Yeah. I'm going to start to rotate just because I'm bored for a second trying to think about this. Okay, now we're going to do this. That's weird. The rotation canceled out. That doesn't make sense. It shouldn't cancel out the... If I am... Hold on. We'll do this. Well, that's probably not good. Let's get out away from the ground a little bit. Okay, now, if I come to a complete stop, that doesn't make any sense. And I kill this, and I literally start doing this, and then I rotate. It should not cancel out the pitch. That doesn't make any sense. Ooh, a little close to the ground. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. Why is it canceling out the other one almost? Like you saw, the nose is in the same exact spot. That just doesn't make any sense. Hold on. Let's see what happens if I do it. Well, I can't roll and then pitch because let's just do this. We're going to go down like this, and we're going to rotate. If it's not canceling it out, then my nose should end up still pointing straight down. But it's not. It's not continuing that. Yeah, I don't think that's right. I mean, you should easily be able to roll and pitch roll. Neither one should cancel the other out. So let's try it. Let's see if I can do it like this. And then give it a quick down. That doesn't seem right. I'm no fucking physicist or fucking whatever, but and something in space, as far as I know, you can roll it left or pitch it and have it start spinning, and then roll it, and it should rotate left while it's also rolling back. The two different... One shouldn't... I mean, maybe mass could cause one to slightly cancel out, but it's not going to cause it to not continue that downward that I was trying to do. It doesn't make sense to me. I'm not sure about that. That doesn't seem right. I got a decision to make, though. Do I just give up on the fourth shield booster and just put another...
Clearance granted. Proceed to
Let's go look at that other one real quick.
07.
Why am I not auto docking? Oh, I know why. my shit out, and it was killing the power to the auto dock module. I was like, what the, did I fuck something up in my ship or what? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure the best way to go about this, honestly. I really am not. I want to take a look at though what that other one does, that other experimental. I should probably test it while I'm here. I'll make sure I have enough to put this other experimental back on. But I should probably pop that other experimental on that reduces power draw even further. Capacitors or circuitry or whatever the hell it was called. I'll know in a second. And then come out and test that way. I may have to go with burning my ship up a little bit, which I tend to do anyway with those. I don't normally carry heat sinks, or I may just have to remove one of those shield boosters and go on ahead and put the heat sink in there. Let's go here, and we'll go to experimental effects, and flow control is the other one. Let's make sure I have enough to put this back on. Oh, I don't even fucking know. Fuck it, we'll put this on. That reduces power draw, and I can get that back on if I need to. So let's test this real quick. Let's see what this shows. Still at 103. Yeah, I've got two different power reductions on this thing with efficient and flow, and I still think it's going to be, let's boost out here. Should be out of range here soon.
Flight control now offline. Goodbye, Commander.
Yeah, it's just too much with that other shield booster on there. Even with well, that's a dilly of a pickle. That's killing 5 and 4 power capacitors or whatever the fuck you want to call it. And that's with this. Now, if I unequip this, I'm just under 100% even with everything on. And I would have to put a heat sink. Well, I could, maybe not. I could put anything on there, but a heat sink would probably be best. And if that's the case, then what the hell am I putting power draw for? Let's go back and see what it does without the fourth thing, but without the power draw reduction with the experimental. Because I may be able to put something better on then, since I'm going to have to. I really need to test it in combat to see if, and I don't have time for that right this minute, but I really need to test it in combat to see if
Clearance granted.
to see if
Proceed to landing pad 07.
how much heat is actually reduced. I mean, because even with that experimental off, the experimental that reduces power draw, it still only killed 5 and 4 power plans over here. So, but I need to see what happens if I put a different. I mean, if I don't know, I'm gonna have to fuck around with this. Definitely gonna have to fuck around with it to see what I can do. Yeah. Let's go in and see.
Landing operation
That's a
complete.
toughie.
Commence system shutdown.
Jesus.
Welcome, Commander.
There's oversized. What's the damage per second now? Jesus, it's bright. Wow. $25.2, and this would 25.9. Really? I'm getting a 0.7. That's not worth it. What the fuck is that's not worth it at all. That's definitely not it. And that reduces it. My DPS. I'm not interested in relying on my heat. So really the only things worth a shit in here, in my opinion, is either flow control not that or that. Huh. But the only reason why I'd really get this is so that I didn't have to replace that 4th shield booster with a heat sink to use in conjunction with my shield cell bank. But if this doesn't cool it down enough that I could pop a heat sink and use, I don't know how much this cools it down while I'm on target like it talks about. This reduces the power. I think I'm going to put this back on. Alright, we'll put that back on. The next step is to go test this in combat while I'm on target with the beam, reducing my heat, pop a shield cell bank, and see how much it actually helps. If that's the case, if it does, let's test this shit. Let's go back up again. Just to confirm that I am not going to be killing anything other than 4 and 5.
Takeoff procedure complete. Clear for departure.
If that's the case, I'll have to just deal with it, and I won't put a heat sink on here if the beam actually reduces it enough. I don't need a heat sink. The shield cell bank usage, we'll find out here in a minute. Let's get away from this fucker's base so I can deploy.
Flight control
Okay.
now offline.
Power plant
Goodbye,
capacity
Commander.
Alright, shield booster is active. I have thermal vent on there to test for combat. The only things down are super cruise, docking, fuel scoop, cargo hatch. And that's fine. And
temperature critical.
those things can, you know what, well, the beam's on, that would also be helpful with the rail guns. They definitely get up there. 94%. Yeah, the next step is to test this in combat. So I'm going to go on ahead and let this thing settle. Yeah, so when I get back on, I'll test this in combat. I got to roll for now. So yeah, don't forget your limpets.